This video is brought to you by my latest book, How to Play Melodic Rock Lead Guitar, a comprehensive guide to doing exactly that, playing melodic rock lead guitar. This is not just some collection of scale patterns and tabs, although you do get plenty of those, but you also get an entire chapter on how to come up with your own licks, as well as video content, tutorials and demonstrations, loads of jam tracks, and all the way through I'm encouraging you to expand your fretboard knowledge and showing you how you can think in a more musical and melodic way. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. That was my morning jam this morning. I knew I needed a little bit of music to put into this video. Well, I thought it would be nice to put it in. So I set the camera rolling as I was jamming about an hour ago. And yes, quite pleased with how that turned out, although about 4 bars after the end of what you've just heard there was a cataclysmic wrong note. So I thought I'd use the power of the edit to let's brush that under the carpet, and it sort of feeds into a little bit about what I want to talk about today. Have you got a particular type of guitar that you always gravitate towards, and it's always that kind of guitar that just kind of gives you that fizz inside. It may be the guitar that you grew up idolising in the hands of your favourite guitar player. That was almost the case for me. As I've said many times, my first experience of hearing an electric guitar and taking notice of it was when I heard the Shadows as a toddler. And then by the time I started playing the guitar in 1978, the Shadows again were having a little bit of a resurgence. Do you remember Ghost Riders in the Sky, that disco beat version of it that they did, complete with the late 70s drum synth sound, the old doo that was everywhere back then. You listen to it now and it sounds, I think, rather quaint and charming. But again, the Strat. Then as we moved into the 80s, I was a massive Dire Straits fan, and Mark Knopfler, the Strat, and the gig that I've spoken about many times, the Carl Perkins rockabilly thing, where Clapton came on, and I think it was probably one of the last times he was seen playing Blackie in public, and just what a great tone. So I was like all over the Strat. And when I finally got one in, an actual guitar that said Fender Stratocaster on the headstock in the early 90s, I was like a dog with two tails. And then gradually I sort of moved away to other styles of guitar. I wonder if you can imagine what they may be. Let's have a look at a few of the guitars in recent years that I've either owned or desperately wanted to, starting with this one here, way back in I think 2019, this one, the Harley Benton TE90 something or other. I always have a problem remembering the Harley Benton alphanumeric model designations. It's got a pair of humbuckers on it. They're just the little sort of Roswell Filtertron knockoffs, but it introduced me to that sort of humbucker sound in a Telecaster package, and I was quite enamoured with that guitar at the time. It was one of the two guitars that I had to sell in order to pay a vet's bill when our dog took ill. That one and a Harley Benton 335 copy, I think. Then another one was this one here. This was a viewer's guitar. I desperately wanted to hang on to this one, the Fender FMT Telly. A little bit of a sleeper guitar, that one, because, you know, it's essentially a Les Paul in a Fender suit. 25.5 inch, I think. Is it 25.5 inch scale? I can't remember. Might even be a Gibson scale. I'd have to go back and check. But a beautiful guitar, really versatile and just exquisitely put together. Then there was this one here, another viewer's guitar. I actually tried to bid David, my friend who loaned me that guitar, you know, and he said, no, it's taken me forever to find a Telecaster that I fell in love with, and he just wasn't interested in parting with it. But I did tell him to name his price, and unfortunately it wasn't for sale. Then there was that. Then one that you can see on the back wall there, the Jet JT350, that wasn't a twin humbucker Telecaster when it arrived, but as you can see there, it's got a Hot Rails in the bridge, and it also had the Agrajag stainless steel fret treatment that, you know, well, I'm addicted to those things. That's a beautiful guitar, and there is another video featuring that guitar coming up in the near future. Then let's see if I've remembered which button to press. Yes, that one, the another Harley Benton, the Fusion T, beautiful guitar, punched well above its weight. I think I paid 200 quid for that, and it was it was an epic guitar, but just was one of the two that were never quite as comfortable to play after I'd had that little hand injury and had to sort of adapt how I did things. So that ended up going to a pal of mine called Craig, who really loves it apparently. Yeah, so those are just a few of the HH tellies that I've had through my hands over the years, and this is the latest incarnation. I think I've just pretty much settled on this being my sort of preferred style of guitar. I have a Les Paul, which I really love, and you've seen that on the channel many times, and I don't know, I'm going to call it a tie for the #1 spot between this and the Les Paul. I'm still basking in the novelty factor of this one being the new guitar, the custom built guitar, the one that looks like the Jeff Beck Telegib. Now maybe there was a sign there. I've lusted over pictures of that Jeff Beck HH Telecaster, the famous Telegib, for decades, and maybe that was a clue. Maybe when I was thinking I'm a Strat guy, I should have been really thinking more along these lines. But I think I've found the recipe now. It's a pair of humbuckers, some clever single coil switching and stuff, maybe, or maybe not. The Les Paul doesn't have that, and I still managed to get pretty much, well, not any tone I want out of it. You can't get a Strat tone out of a Les Paul. Anybody that says you can is, perhaps being a little bit ambitious. But you can get a tone out of a Les Paul that will fit in a mix in the same place that a Strat tone would fit. And this one's just that little bit more accommodating because, as I say, it's got like single coil options on the selector. So I think I've settled on what is my favourite variety of guitar, my favourite flavour of guitar. 22 frets, stainless steel jumbo, and a pair of humbuckers seem to get the job done for me. Is there a particular type of guitar that you gravitate towards, or does it depend on the day? Is it, well, I fancy playing this one. I'm a strat guy today. Tomorrow I might be, you know, a telly guy, or the day after you might be a 3-3-5 enthusiast, or so on. Which way do you kind of go on this? Are you just like a, yeah, this is what I like, and I'm going to stick with it because it's as comfortable as a pair of old slippers? Or do you like the variety? As I've said in the past, I'm not a monogamous guitar player, but, you know, I do have a type that I go for, and I think we've found it. There we go, folks. That's just a little bit of reminiscing, and just curious to know what you think on these matters. Are you, as I say, you know, addicted to one particular recipe, or does variety become the spice of life for you? Let me know in the comments. But that is the video for today, folks. I'll just say that, as usual, there is a full tab for the little solo at the top of the video. I'll leave out the cataclysmic wrong note for you. Full tab for that in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and the jam track I was playing along with as well. All of that is, as usual, up on my Patreon page, and as I'm sure you know, $3 or about £3 a month gets you access to all of these resources that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are downstairs in the description. But that is it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video, found it entertaining, thought-provoking, whatever it's done to kind of keep you amused for the last however long, 10-15 minutes. Then why not leave a like and hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all that sort of stuff. And don't forget, of course, the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. Beer and chat on a Friday. Great way to kick off the weekend, I think. Love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.